Miguel Cuello as a rough, tough young guy whose stamina you somewhat question. He has not had all that much experience. 21 fights, but actually only 67 rounds of professional boxing.
Well, what I think about Cuello is that the guy strictly goes for his strength and power. He's going against a guy with a southpaw who is a difficult target for him. His best shot's going to be the body punch. He's trying to get lucky there. So I think if the fight goes a distance, I think he'll tire Bailey in big rounds. I think Parlov will be the next fight heavyweight champion.
Yes, Clancy, what about Monte Parlov? And what about a prediction for you as to what we might expect?
Well, as I said, Parlov is a true southpaw. He's a mover. He's got a big ring. He's got a fast ring because he's only got a very thin padding on it. Despite all of this, I think he's just an arm puncher. From what I've seen in the gymnasium, I don't think he can hit a hooker like Cuello off, but I think Cuello is going to knock him out.
All right, here are two experts, and their view of this fight, they are somewhat opposite. Light heavyweight championship at World Boxing Council is in Station tonight, 175 pounds and under. Today, Monte Parlov weighed in at 173 3/4. Miguel Cuello at 174. Parlov brings in 19 victories, just 1 loss and 1 draw. 10 KOs to his credit. As Joe Clancy has said, he is not considered to be a particularly heavy puncher. Miguel Angel Cuello, 21 victories, no loss, 19 KOs. And as we mentioned, only 67 rounds of professional experience because he has flattened nearly everybody in sight. Cuello is 31, and Parlov is 29. Parlov, born in Palasport, Yugoslavia, lives in Pola, and Cuello, born in San Diego. Fellow champion, former heavyweight champion, Carlos Monzon, is here tonight to watch with great fans. Monzon was in charge of Indian television. The scoring here in Milano for this fight by the WBC rules. It will go 15 rounds if neither fighter goes down in the meantime. The judging is by the referee, who is Sid Nathan from London, England, a former professional featherweight. The judges are Kurt Halbach from Dusseldorf, West Germany, and Fernando Perotti from Barcelona, Spain. And those 3 gentlemen will conduct the scoring. It is a 10-point must system in scoring. The winner gets 10 points, the loser 9 or less, and there can be a 10-10 draw per round if the judges see it that way. Looking at Monte Parlov. 8-ounce gloves and 22-foot ring that will be the subject of some commentary, I'm sure, by Joe Clancy and Joe Dundee as we go along. Counting for knockdowns continues after the bell, except in the final 15th round. There is no 3 knockdown rule and no standing 8 count. There is, however, a mandatory 8 count if the fighter goes to the canvas. Cuello is managed by Humberto Branchini of Milan and Osvaldo Noguera of Argentina. His trainers are Jose Batista and Octavio Cazzi of Milan. And Parlov is managed by Boris Promotion and his trainer is Nello Arvidoro of Diaz, along with Genio Matopolo. So, that's the situation as we continue to set the stage, and John Conte has just been introduced in the ring. Conte owned this title, the WBC title, but when he backed out of a scheduled fight against Cuello, the fight was held between Cuello and Jesse Burnett. Cuello won that fight and the WBC title. We have received word today that Conte has since apologized to the World Boxing Council for messing up that last fight, and he wants back in. They have designated him as a challenger to the winner of this fight. That is Rocky Macchioli being introduced to the ring. And, you know, here's a guy you fellas can talk about it. Well, there's another one you can talk about. Carlos Monzon being introduced in a green velvet suit, tries to play an international figure. How about Rocky Macchioli? I know you guys got to see him in the gym, and you both have impressions for that young middleweight.
Well, he's an excellent junior middleweight champion. He just knocked out Hector Daggy. In fact, he's defending his title in Australia against my little nephew's fighter, Obed. And I don't know, date is pretty shortly. But physical fighter. But also knows the Nino Mangaluni, the former great middleweight champion. Nothing all of us. We got a lot of great middleweights in the house.
So it is Cuello and Parlov for the WBC World Light Heavyweight Championship. They have prepared the rope, and they have cleared the ring, and some order has been restored here at the Palazzo dello Sport.
You know, Tim, looking at this big ring, it looks like one of Muhammad Ali's old rings that Angelo Dundee brought with him. A big ring with a fast canvas and loose ropes. Did you bring this ring with you, Angelo?
Oh, no, but I noticed there's an English referee in the ring. punching with his arms. I think this is going to be proved well for the Parlov. Because Nathan will naturally like the boxer a la English style.
But you know, these English referees can count to 10 too.
Parlov, a very intelligent young man, I'm sure will use all of that ring that he can. He's a doctor of economics. We're ready here now. Round number one. Parlov, that's to be seen now circling back in the white trunks, and Cuello in the darker trunks.
Cuello is a fighter to watch in the first and second round. He's taken just about half of his opponents out inside of 2 rounds. And the dynamite punch to the body, and watch for those short hooks. You know, this is an interesting matchup. Parlov won the Olympic gold medal. Cuello was in the same Olympics. He didn't get beat. He showed up late for his fight and was disqualified, and Parlov won the championship. So I guess maybe Cuello wants to show him he's not only the world champion, but also the Olympic champion.
Parlov's got the right idea. Keep him off balance, keep him at bay, try not to make him land with the big punch. I think he's got him a little mixed up in his footing. He's counter reaching with a right hand, which is the wrong thing to do with the southpaw.
Parlov throws a jab that just about borders on illegality. It's almost like chopping wood. Seems to hit with the side of his glove.
People said they wanted the referee to watch for bunting by Cuello.
Well, they've got an excellent referee, and they won't stand for no foolishness.
Sid Nathan in London, England.
Sid Nathan will definitely warn him about the backhanding, because when he throws a jab, he comes back with it. When he misses it, definitely backhands. He'll definitely be warned about it.
That's a minute in round one, the WBC World Light Heavyweight Championship. Live from Milan, Italy. Under 30 seconds left in the first round.
You can see why Parlov won all these amateur championships. He's a beautiful mover.
Seconds of the first round. Zone, as you can see, he's working tonight. That's for Argentinian television. And he's got a rooting interest in Cuello. They're good friends. In Argentina, they pronounce the name Cuello, Miguel Cuello. And you've probably heard their great tennis player refer to as Guillermo Vilas, and that's a peculiarity of the round two coming up. Cuello on the left of your screen, the shorter fighter, Parlov in the light trunks.
You know, I noticed that both corners were very professional. Both fighters were relaxed. The cornermen seemed to be doing their job. The fighters were getting well attended to, and this looks like it's going to be a real good light heavyweight championship fight, judging from the fighters and from the work in the corner. It looks like both men are well trained.
I don't think that Cuello knows how to go with a southpaw. He has not done the right thing yet. In other words, he's reaching for Parlov. That's a sign of going to get yourself licked. He's going to have to steady up. He's going to have to slide in. He's going to have to bang him around the belly. He's not doing that, Gil.
That's correct. And you see what Parlov is doing is, as long as he can keep his right foot outside of Cuello's left foot, Cuello doesn't have a chance. He can't get set. It's mind over matter. Cuello has to make Parlov move to the left. But right now, Parlov is making Cuello move the way he wants him to. As long as he can do that, he's safe. You just have to watch those front feet on both fighters. That's the key. There was that backhand jab again. You notice Parlov escaping. He escapes to his right. Cuello is walking right the way Parlov wants him to go.
Well, see, the damaging punch of Parlov is his jab. He's trying to get away from his jab.
Remaining in the second round.
It looks like they're playing handsies in there, Gil. You notice how they're touching gloves?
That's
trying
right.
to make an opening. And Cuello's got to stop doing that. He's got to get under that jab and deliver his punches.
Right now, the fight is going the way Parlov wants it to go. He figures if he can get Cuello into the late rounds, Cuello will retire, and he should have an easy time.
He's reaching. There's definitely a deadly sin. Cuello's definitely got to take charge. He's got to fight like a club fighter to lick this guy, or he's going to get licked all night long, every round like that.
I agree. He's not going to outthink him.
Under 30 seconds here in the second round.
You know, we were told that Parlov was Yugoslavia's national hero. He said everybody in Yugoslavia is rooting for him, and it's the biggest event to take place sports-wise in Yugoslavia in a long, long time.
He has a lot of support here in the arena tonight. Tennis match I mentioned Guillermo Vilas earlier. We got the finals of the Grand Prix Masters tomorrow on CBS from Madison Square Garden in New York, and the greatest players in the world stand at the finals tomorrow.
You know, Tim, I noticed that so far both fighters have thrown illegal backhand punches. Probably if you gave them a tennis racket, they'd look pretty good. You know, I played in a celebrity tournament one time, and they gave me Satchel Paige for fun. It's quite an experience.
Hitting with the open glove, Gil.
Well, we warned them the first 10 seconds.
We've been warning them all night long. I'm surprised it took that long. He's going to get warned all night long. He's backhanding, he's side-handing, he's underhanding. But if he can get away with it, he's going to win the title, Gil.
Parlov, with 21 fights to his credit, has only lost to Matt Franklin. And in a rematch, he fought to a draw with Franklin, the experienced American fighter.
See that circle to the right hand?
I like that.
That's like a square dance. Circle to the right.
I like that move. No, he got out of the power of Cuello.
That's what he has to do. He's chopping wood with that right jab, too.
See where it is, Gil? Parlov does everything wrong, but he's turning out right with Cuello.
Well, I'm very surprised at the kind of fight that Cuello is fighting. He shouldn't try to outthink this guy. He should throw his first punch, let him block his first punch, land the next three.
I'd like to alert our station along the network. Cuello is safely hitting with the elbow.
Don't start getting dirty.
southpaw.
And I noticed that Parlov makes a bad mistake. He drops his hand after he jabs. He could be hit with a left hook off of that jab.
Now, Cuello has landed about 3 or 4 good straight right hands to the body, but he doesn't hook often.
It seems that Parlov is strictly disdaining Cuello. He's just handling him, pawing him around. You're right, he's an arm punching, Gil, but enough of them could create a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's correct. As I say, that's why he won all those amateur titles, you know.
We're under a minute here.
Tap. Well, right now, we really haven't had a solid punch landed in the fight. It's just a tactical fight, which, if it continues that way, it's all the way Parlov wants it.
We're going to have to do a little ducking, too, because we're going to start throwing stuff in the ring, because it's not a good fight.
About 30 seconds remaining here in the third round.
They won't be throwing it from my side, because that's where the Yugoslavs are. They're satisfied the way the fight's going.
We'll return to the Palasport Court in Milano after this word from our local station. Round number 4. Miguel Cuello on the right of your screen against Mate Parlov. And remember, Cuello has gone more than 5 rounds only 3 times in his 21 fights. He usually flattens them early, and he's having his problems against Parlov.
You know, Timmy, between rounds, referee Sid Nathan went over and warned Parlov to stop throwing that chopping left hand, that open left hand. Also, I noticed something else in Parlov's corner. They really have class. He has a porcelain bowl that they're using for him to spit in. I haven't seen that with a fighter before.
I got news for him. I'm going to start using it with some of my fighters. If it works that good, then Parlov is doing a great job in there.
How do you see it right now? We're in the 4th round.
Well, I feel that Parlov is way ahead. I think he's dictating. He's doing everything he wants to do. Cuello just standing by admiring the guy's southpaw stance. But he's fighting from the classic stance, straight up, sticking, jabbing, right, left, and right. Parlov get that much game.
Yeah, I have the fight for 3-0 Parlov. Cuello is going to have to stop trying to think and start trying to punch. I don't know what he's trying to figure out. He's got to let his hands go. Get closer and let his hands go. He's trying to fence with that right-hand jab of Parlov's. Instead of fencing it, he's got to counter it.
There's too much height, too much quickness. The other Parlov is strictly just too quick for him.
There with that tap again.
Mate Parlov, currently the European champion. He wants the WBC world title. He's getting his opportunity against Cuello. Beat Jesse Burnett to the Bacon's round.
I tell you, Parlov has a lot of confidence in himself. He told Angelo Dundee that right after he beats Cuello, he'd like a fight with Muhammad Ali.
What'd you say, Andy?
Case closed. I said you got to beat Cuello first. You got to be a champion to try to get in the ring with Muhammad Ali.
Parlov's first story of the fight.
Yeah, but they're very much class in this ring.
What's going to happen with Cuello? He's trying to come in and rush in on Parlov. He's going to get nailed with a good right-hand counterpunch. I expect to see him on the floor in the next couple of rounds.
Let's say you need a good left-hand counterpunch.
Straight left, straight left.
In boxing, this may be the winner, this may be an extra point. What do you think of fight so far?
Well, up to now, it's, I think Parlov's ahead here. He's got over the initial onslaught with Cuello. And I think the longer the fight goes, Parlov will have a chance to win it.
Thinking about fighting southpaw.
Well, I'm here with the trainer, but I'm watching it closely.
Reaching too far with that right hand, reaching in, can't hook back off it, as he's taking his weight off his feet. See this hit? When Cuello is throwing the right hand, he's reaching so far that he's picking up his back foot. That's why he can't put two together. He's got to move his head, get closer.
Cuello looking to his corner there for some instruction. Crowd with Parlov. Many here from Yugoslavia, of course, on the border of northern Italy.
I tell you, he better look at Parlov, never mind looking at his corner. He's looking for that one punch. What a mistake that is.
I think the initial onslaught of Cuello is all over, and I think Parlov's going to start taking over again.
What onslaught are we talking about?
Well, he had a very good beginning of this round here.
This round.
He fought a heck of a fine round. But he's got to continue that pace. He's got to fight that way, or he can't win.
That's right. Minute remaining in the fifth round.
And you know, enough tap just to be a little voluminous, and he's going to drop this guy, I'm telling you.
WBC World Light Heavyweight Championship.
He's moving his head now. He's getting a little closer. That was the first good body punch he landed. This reminds you of the Bull in the Matador.
Under 30 seconds. Will Clancy, Angelo Dundee, and Tim Ryan live at ringside in Milan, Italy.
Cuello has to wind up before he punches, and Parlov is just too quick.
Parlov right now is fighting a counter-punching fight, Gil. The other fella is definitely got to come in a la Galento and really hustle.
Final seconds. WBC World Light Heavyweight Championship. The champion is Miguel Cuello of Argentina on the right of your screen. Mate Parlov of Yugoslavia, the former Olympic champion, and so far has posed a lot of problems for Mr. Cuello.
When the bell sounded to start this round, Tim, the referee, Sid Nathan, went over and wiped the Vaseline from Cuello's face. Those little taps of Mate Parlov are starting to take some effect. He's starting to swell. He's starting to get red around the eyes. You know, like drops of water can wear out a rock, and it's just about what's happening.
What about the conditioning of these fighters? You fellas saw them in the gym this week.
Yeah, well, both Angelo and I felt that after 2 rounds, Cuello was breathing very deeply. He seemed tired in the gymnasium. And right now, Parlov looks far the pressure of the two.
He's a well-conditioned fighter, Parlov. The oddity of both fighters, they both look like they have scars on the top of their bridges of their nose, and it looks like either one might open up shortly. I like the way Parlov took the last round, took the punches well, and came back. Cuello is just a frustrated fighter. He don't know how to fight a southpaw.
There's those punches that almost look like a girl is throwing them, but they're landing.
Parlov has gone 15 rounds 3 times as a pro. Cuello has gone more than 5 rounds only 3 times. Conditioning may be a factor in the large ring that you guys talked about before the fight.
And right now, Parlov has everything going his way. He's got the kind of ring he likes. It's a big ring. It's a fast ring. He's got his ruling section with him, and he's got the fight going his way. Cuello's going to have to do something big to reverse it.
Minute remaining in the 6th round. Parlov, the first man from an Iron Curtain country to fight for a professional boxing championship. Somebody quipped that was why he was a southpaw.
Yeah. Much is better from the left.
Parlov has a bit of grace about him, really. I mean, the way he slides in and out, this is what's saving him.
30 seconds remaining in the 6th round.
I tell you, he's throwing an awful lot of backhand jabs, though. Awful lot.
I know it. I mean, if I had him fight one of my guys, I'd caution that right away. Because he's getting away with a lot of backhands. That's what they are, backhand. In fact, that's a chop. Open slap.
Final seconds of the 6th round.
See, Cuello landed that straight right hand to the body, but he can't hook behind it because he's not getting close enough to
Phoenix Open next weekend. Remember, the Phoenix Open is the first of 18 golf tournaments on CBS this year. It's on next weekend as part of our big Super Bowl weekend on CBS. We've just got a great lineup of action culminating with the Super Bowl itself. We're now in the 7th round, and fellas, your impressions so far?
Well, you know, Tim, when you and I went to the gym, we started to talk to Parlov's trainer about strategy. He said, well, we're not worried. He said, we have a man coming in 1 hour who's going to tell us exactly how to fight Cuello. I said, I'd like to see this man, but apparently whoever that man was knew what he was talking about. Because right now he's fighting Cuello exactly the way he's supposed to.
Well, should have had George Allen handling the security. That wouldn't happen. Joe, what do you think so far?
Well, I feel that Cuello has a definitely fight, a desperation fight. He can't win what he's doing like he's fighting right now. He has no chance. Because Parlov's an excellent conditioned fighter. Those little pit-pats are going to start picking up momentum. I think he's going to stop Cuello.
Angelo Dundee, trainer of Muhammad Ali, manager of Rodrigo Valdez, the middleweight champion.
I tell you, you, Cuello is starting to shorten the distance a little bit. He has to land the big punch. And it can't be one. When the fella's slapping him all around.
We're in the 7th round. Scheduled for 15, WBC World Light Heavyweight Championship. Possible upset of the making.
You see, Parlov continues to move to his right, and Cuello can't understand what's going on. In Cuello's corner, they have to tell him to move to his left no matter what and cut Parlov off. As long as Parlov could just keep walking around to his right all night, he's just going to do the same thing all night long. Here he goes again. And Cuello is walking the way he wants it to walk.
Cuello's nose is bleeding right now. He just got starting to bleed from repeated taps.
That's right. And the bridge on that nose. I detect a little sarcasm.
No. You see, a tap enough, you can have some effect. That's what Parlov has done with Cuello. I feel for Cuello. Cuello's got to go in there, forget everything, and throw punches from every angle. That's the only shot he's got.
Last time Cuello went this long was in his last fight when he won this battle, 8/22, 1977, a 9th round knockout of Jesse Burnett. The winner, then vacant WBC crown.
That sure sounds like Ali Boumaier, Hungarian style. Yugoslavian style. I'm sorry. I apologize.
We get a lot of letters from Yugoslavian people in America.
10 seconds remaining, final seconds of round number 7.
Cuello has no imagination.
Champion Miguel Cuello been the champion for only one fight, and the way things are going, it may not be for much longer. We can say hello to you here on camera from Milan, Italy. Gil Clancy, Angelo Dundee, and Tim Ryan at ringside. And can you see Cuello turning this around when he really has not had to work too hard, except in that fight against Burnett, in going over 5 rounds thus far? Can he turn it around?
Well, he's got to really come out and fight a real spirited fight. Otherwise, he can't turn it around.
He has to hold him in one punch or he can forget about it.
When he comes out throwing.
Another thing that we've seen in the Yugoslav's corner is towel waving, which we haven't seen in a long time. It's supposed to refresh the fighter by giving him a better supply of oxygen. Maybe it does. Can you learn to wave a towel?
Well, I'm going to take some lessons from these guys and get these kind of results. As a man who
I agree with you. I'm going to take you back and have you practice waving a towel.
All right, I'll try. You better learn it too.
Parlov won 257 fights as an amateur, lost only 19, winning the Olympic gold.
Miguel, dai! Qui protesta. When is he going to finally take a point away from him? How many warnings do you have to get? That's the 3rd warning. Allez, Miguel!
There was nothing wrong with that punch. That might be the downfall, him telling him to hit him properly. And to put some steam in the punches.
You know, there was a fight in England recently between Tony Gardner and Ivar Arrington, and in the first 30 seconds, the English referee stopped the fight, warned Ivar Arrington to close his glove, and he said, okay, closed his glove and hit Gardner on the chin and knocked him cold.
That's Ivar Arrington.
Excuse me, sir.
That referee should have been his manager.
Did a wonderful job.
See, he puts you properly now, right, Joe? Having better effects also.
Who's he beaten? Some people are asking, I'm sure, about Parlov. Well, his most distinguished win is over Paulo Traversaro. Pretty good Italian fighter, but not exactly a superstar.
Allez, Miguel! Allez, Miguel! Miguel, allez! Allez, Miguel! Porca boia! Allez, Miguel!
He was in trouble there, Bill, but he weathered the storm.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Round 8, that's the way he has to fight for it. That's the only way he can win.
That's right. He has to make a war out of it. That's a big mountain player.
Final seconds of round number 8.
Now if he can throw one good left hook. No question.
Just like Cuello, listen.
Championship WBC version.
Cuello's got to keep up that pace. I don't know if he's capable of doing it, but that's the only shot he's got to win. But he will definitely get licked all the way. He fought a good round, his last round. That's what he must do. So let's look to win the fight.
He's got Burnett in the 9th round in his last fight to win this title.
Well, he has to put together back-to-back rounds. He had a good round last round. I think it was the first round in the fight that he won. He's got to have another good round this round. He's stopping to think now. He can't do that. He's got to come out. He's got to crowd this guy and move his hands.
That is the strangest looking jab I've ever seen.
Well, as I say, it borders on the illegal.
Well, you know why the jab looks so bad? He's throwing it from way up high, and it's like a chop. He don't level out with it. But it's because he picks it way above his head and jabs from there. And that's why it's bad. He don't turn it over either. He just throws it side hand.
He's hitting him with the side of his hand.
If he threw it the right way, he would put more damage on it.
One thing about it, he's been landing it.
It's effective.
Round 9. Angelo Dundee, Joe Clancy, Tim Ryan, bringing you this action live on the CBS Sports Spectacular from Milan, Italy.
Cuello is leading in with the wrong punch and moving the wrong way. Has to move to his left. He has to drop that left hook right underneath Parlov's right elbow to bring him inside and make the guy exchange with him. If he doesn't do that, he can forget about it. He's looking to reach with right hands. There he's doing it again. Reaching for the right with the right hand. Takes his weight off his feet and gets hit with everything with the kitchen sink. There it is again. He can't. He's reaching too far out.
Parlov showed his first wear and tear, a couple of bruises on the right cheekbone, and so it bruises in general. But the thing is, Cuello seems to be losing steam again, and it looks like Parlov's taking over the tempo of the fight.
Under a minute to go, round 9. Still, you had speculated that Cuello should be able to land with a left hook underneath that.
He's not throwing it. He's attacking from the wrong side and moving the wrong way. Angelo and I both agree left hooks are the punches with southpaw. Look at this. He's picking up his right foot and making a right.
autografi dovete mandare via.
Just a tap.